Not every ex must become your enemy, and not every ex must have full access into your life. Sincerely. So today, I want to answer a question. Whenever people say, and do I still need to talk to my ex? Yes, do I still need to communicate with him? Must I communicate with her? Do I cut him off? Do I cut her off? So this episode, I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but I want you to know this. So in this process, what we give you your answer. The first thing is, why did the relationship end in the first instance? What happened between you both? Was it a mutual agreement? There are some relationships that ended based on mutual agreement. It is not always easy to move on from relationship like that, because some people can leave a relationship physically, but they are still connected to that person. Some will still see that person. Maybe you attend the same church, you are in the same school, you are in the same workspace. You know you will still see this person. So how are you going to stop talking to your ex? So that was why I said I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say a no. There are some ex that you will talk to them, especially maybe you work in the same place, or you are in the same unit in church, or you just see each other regularly. So let this thing be at the back of your mind. Why did the relationship end? Did it end on a good note? Or did it cheat? Did she cheat? Was she dishonest? What happened? So know what happened. When you remember, you have forgotten what happened. When you remember what happened, it will help you to know maybe you still need to keep the communication going, or you need to pause and just say, don't we end the relationship and we delete the contact of that person? I did it. I deleted the contact, all the pictures, everything, because memories can make you go back. So what happened? Remember what happened in case you have forgotten. Not every ex must become your enemy, and not every ex must have full access into your life, sincerely. And not all of them will become your enemy. That is just the truth. But you need to set boundaries. That is the next point. My last year birthday, something happened. One of my ex, because I don't have to say the number, so we listen, we don't judge. Yes. He sent me a message on my birthday. I saw that message and I was angry. Like, what kind of a message is this? We are no longer in a relationship, and we've ended this relationship nothing less than 7 years. I'm like, why are you still sending this kind of message to me? I remember I did a screenshot. I sent it to my friend. It is Busayo. I sent it to her. What? See this message. What is going on? And I remember I replied him. I said, never. I said, don't ever send this kind of message to me again. You and I are no longer in a relationship, and nothing can happen again. Maybe you are still hoping that something will happen. This is me reminding you that nothing will happen. I said that to him. I deleted the message from my phone, because the more I see it, I was boiling. Like, what is the meaning of this? So you need to set boundaries. And he said, I'm so sorry. I will never. Don't ever send me that kind of message again. If you are my ex, I can decide to send you a birthday message. It is not compulsory. You need to set boundaries. Maybe the person does not know that the relationship had ended. Remind him, remind her. In the way the person talks to you, in the way the person still gives you updates about his life, about her life, like you are still in a relationship. So please set boundaries in the way you communicate, in the way you interact, in the way you reach out to that person. I know it is not easy. You've been together for like 5 years. So now you are no longer together. How do you move on? You start by moving on. That is how to move on. You start by moving on. So please set boundaries. And communication will delay your healing. You want to heal, know that you need to limit the communication. You need to stop communicating. I'm not saying you still will not communicate later, but at that point, you know you still have feelings for this person. And even if there is no feelings, you keep communicating. That thing will you are trying to feed the feelings again, maybe from either of you or from both of you. So please learn how to set boundaries. Learn when to talk and when not to talk, and reduce the communication. You are no longer together. So he does not owe you explanation. Same way you don't owe him. Same way you don't owe her explanation. So please, and note that you don't have to hate them to put them afar. You don't have to hate them to create boundaries or to create space. You don't have to. The relationship ended. No problem, no challenge. It does not mean the person will still not find another person to marry. It does not mean you still won't find another person to marry. So don't say for you not to talk to your ex, you have to hate him. You have to hate her. No, you don't have to do that. We've seen some ex that, okay, you are no longer in the relationship, like everything ended, and they will still be helpful with no strings attached. Sincerely, it is possible to do. It is possible for that to happen, but it does not mean you have not set your boundaries. So this episode is just to let you know that you don't have to hate your ex, or to say that because you don't want to communicate with him again, you have to start wishing him bad. You have to start wishing her bad. And like I said when I started the episode, I said I'm not going to tell you a yes, I'm not going to tell you a no, but this point we give you your answer. He cheated on you. Now he's coming back to say that I hope you are fine, trying to penetrate into your life again, and you are giving him the chance. You are giving her the chance. She did something bad to you, but because you are still vulnerable, you are still finding someone to talk to, because you don't have people around you. Please, you know that some people like that, you just have to stay far from him, stay far from her. Let everyone be doing what they have to be doing at their space. So please, there are some ex that let them go, and just like, hello, maybe you met, hi, good afternoon, good morning. You don't need to have deep conversation with them. You should not do it. It does not mean you hate them or you want something bad for them, but you are just looking out for yourself. You are just looking out for your emotional state, which is very, very important. So not all ex will be your enemy, and not all of them should have full access into your life, should have full access to whatever is going on with you, to whatever is going on around you. Be very, very discerning and apply wisdom. Don't just make the decision with your heart. Use your brain. Let it work. And I pray that the Lord will help you. The Lord will allow you to take your mind off the person you need to take your mind off, so you won't continue or start to hope that he's coming back, she's coming back. Some ex, they are gone, and they are gone for good. And I pray that the Lord will bring the right person to you that will stay. So see you again in my next video. Bye.